welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. My name is Kiera and today we're going to talk about two topics. The first one being bulk content, the second one being repurposing your content. Let's get started. First things first, what's bulk content? I'm glad you asked. Bulk content is essentially recording a huge batch of various videos for you to later use on multiple platforms, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Pretty much the idea is to lump sum everything together in one sitting. That way you don't have to worry about it a little later. But let's get into some pros and cons, okay? So the first pro to bulk content is, first of all, if you're a super busy person and you find it really difficult to just sit down and do something, I highly recommend that you schedule to do your bulk content. Doing this will save you a whole lot of time throughout the month or even the next couple months, depending on how hungry you are to actually achieve that goal. A lot of the times people think that they have to make content on the spot, daily. Weekly's okay, but honestly, if you do bulk content right, which you can go at your own pace, you can honestly create posts for the next month, and that is amazing to not have to think about. That goes into my second pro, is that it saves you a lot of time. Constantly thinking about having to create content can honestly stress you out, especially if you're not a content person. Time is so essential in business, and if you're anything like me, you're an entrepreneur and working, you're probably even a mom, like I can't even imagine what your schedule looks like. So it's very important for us to learn the skill of time management, and learning the concept of bulk content and scheduling and planning correctly will definitely help you a long way in business. Another pro, whether you're a business owner or a content creator, it may always seems like you're editing, recording, designing, marketing, like that can be really stressful, and no matter what field you're in, doing content is kind of hard, right? You have to learn how to be the creative producer, you have to be the videographer, you have to basically be the stage crew, and you have to be your editor. So if you can plan bulk content strategically where you can get all of your content for the month out of the way, I think that instantly decreases the chance of you stressing out and not really liking what you're doing. When we put so much stress into something, we end up not enjoying something that we truly should be enjoying, and then that actually comes across off in the content that we're not enjoying making that content, and we don't want to make the wrong impression with our followers, you know? Now for the cons. I only have a couple, but this is for my people who hate making content. If you hate making content, you're not gonna like batching your content, which is essentially what bulk content is. Oftentimes when you're already not a fan of content, whether you don't want to be on camera, or you're not creative, or just the thought of it immediately stresses you out, I know it seems to be a chore because content is required to run a business, right? If you don't have someone to do it for you, you have to do it yourself. Try to find ways to make it more interesting. Do something that you naturally enjoy doing. If you don't feel comfortable talking in front of the camera, you don't have to. You can just kind of do a POV type of style video. Or if you don't like talking on camera, but you don't mind doing a voiceover, that's an option too. So just kind of tap into what you're comfortable in or what makes things more fun for you. And that way I think you're going to end up having more fun making content altogether. Now, hopefully we understand what bulk content is, and we're going to transition over to repurposing content. So pretty much repurposing content is utilizing content that has already been previously recorded, probably even previously posted, and reusing it again to make it new. It's kind of like the whole, reduce, reuse, recycle concept when it comes to staying green. So a rule of thumb is you want to not repurpose so often, kind of space everything out. A video that you posted 6 months ago, I think would be okay for you to reuse and post now. Now, there's a concept to reposting. You can't just repost it as is. I don't suggest that you use the same concept, style, whatever, but something that you can do is if you did a voiceover before, maybe you can repost it, trim it a little bit, and then maybe add, you know, a different motivational audio that you have found on Instagram or TikTok, or you can actually do an instrumental video in the background if you choose, and then type out, you know, just maybe a fact or a thought of the day or an affirmation. Those small changes can definitely make this content seem new to someone, even if they've already seen it. One of the biggest pros to repurposing your content is being able to stretch the lifespan of content, whether it be a photo or a video. This saves you so much time, and this is honestly why I wanted to add bulk content in the same video along with repurposing. Both of these strategies, when sitting down planning and recording your content, will save you so much time in the long run. So think about it. You sit down once a month, maybe the first of every month, and you plan and you record out all of your content. Then you post it throughout that month, and you're probably going to sit down and do the same thing for the following month on the 1st, plan and record that content, and then batch all the way through. Well, a couple months down the line, you can actually go back and grab one of those videos that you previously recorded, remix it a little bit, and then repost it once again. So just because you posted it one time, it does not mean that it's done. You can honestly extend that lifespan of that video as long as you can without, you know, boring out your audience. Make sure you stay creative. I know you're probably thinking, well, what type of content can I repurpose? And I have a short list that might be able to help you out. If you're already in the process of recording day in the life videos, for example, you can honestly chop up each of those scenes and do like a big mashup and repost it. So let's say you do a day in the life and you're a lash tech. You come in, you record how you clean up, prepare for your first client, the clients that you have throughout the day. You sitting down, actually recording videos, giving tips of the aftercare or the process of actually getting the lashes done. You can put those videos together individually, or you can actually take them, a small piece of each one, mash them together, and now you have something that looks more of like a time lapse of where you were at the beginning of the year towards the end of the year. And this is something really nice that you can put like a motivational quote or audio over, or if you want to go ahead and do a voiceover at the end of the year, you can most definitely, you know, reflect on how life has been as a lash tech, what you learned, what you look forward to in the next year, or, you know, you can take that time to thank all of the clients who have supported you throughout the year. One of my favorite things that I like to do when it comes to repurposing my content is I like to sit down and record my computer screen of me actually designing something. So later on, I might actually want to take 5 or 6 of those videos, trim them up really small to match the length of whatever audio I want to use. And it's sort of like a little flashback. It shows the progress. If you use the right audio with the video too, it honestly makes everything pop and come together. I love that style because not only will my clients be able to see my progress of I'm serious about my business. I work in the morning, I work on my lunch break, I work late at night, and this is not something that was born overnight. This is something I have been working on for years. Yes, it's great for my audience to see that, but it's great for me to see that as well. So don't ever think that making content is strictly for your audience and it's not for you. Definitely try to make the best of it. Try to, you know, use it to increase your confidence, increase your comfortability as far as speaking in front of a camera, or your confidence in, you know, knowing who you are and what your business is. I think creating content can really enhance multiple aspects of your life, both personal and business. So I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you now understand what both repurposing content and bulk content means to you. Go ahead and leave any questions or comments that you have. Don't forget to like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you later.